What is up, YouTube? McIntyre here. Today's video gameplay is going to be Arthas for Do This Not That. This game we're going to be playing Arthas main tank. You can play him in the offlane. Every once in a while I play him in the offlane. I think he is better as a main tank, and especially on maps that you fight over objectives. This map is a good example of that. We will be fighting over the bosses, defending them, and Arthas is very good at doing that. He has a very difficult time rotating. He doesn't fight very well from the front, and on this map, flanking is a very apparent thing. So in this case, he either can flank for an engage or he can hold his ground for an engage. Either way, he's very effective on this map. Because I have an Orphea and a Rainer, I'm going to take Frost Presence. I want to root as much as possible for them. And because I took this talent, I want to already, from the start of the game, try to start stacking up my quest. So I pretty much are going to be rooting on cooldown now. So I want to get it quested as fast as possible. Some people would take Rhyme this game, but I think because of the team comp that I have. Ooh, I read that. Oh, nice. I read that he was going to use his second Q to blink back. Because of the team comp I have, I have the medic heal too. I'm not really too concerned about my health. Also, Monk punches away a lot of those block stacks. Block is good versus Greymane though. Just throwing that out there. Use a Q on myself here. But yeah, if you take the root quest at 1, you want to try to start questing as soon as possible. Pretty much off cooldown if you can. Because the faster you get completed with the quest, like, it's a pretty substantial power spike. This seems dangerous. Medic's pretty much full energy here. I don't know if these guys are lunatics, but they might have started the camp. They did. Maybe I can root his jump. Root right before he jumps. Nice. Rainer ended up... I feel confident here. I feel confident with this medic healing me. I'm just gonna put full faith. Nice. One thing that I talked about in my Nubrag video is you gotta put faith in the support. In that case, I'm getting pumped. He's pumping the heals into me. I gotta trust and make the aggressive play, right? I'm the tank. It is important as tank to make the play when the opportunity arises, because if you don't, no one else can make the play. You look there at the Rainer, on the kill on the Murden. I rooted the Murden, and the Rainer queued after the tail end of that, so the Murden couldn't jump away, right? I initiated the play, and he ended the play, right? But he was only able to do so because I had started an opportunity for him. At level 4, we're going to take Frozen Waste. So this is another one. This one just gets done over time, but a lot of the reason we take this is just for the reduced mana on our E. You'll notice this game, I do not Death Coil a lot. Death Coil eats up mana. Like, you typically only want to use your mana on your E and your W. You can Death Coil if you're looking for a kill to push the last bit of damage, or if you need to keep yourself from dying, right? But otherwise, you really... Oh, no. You really do not want to Death Coil. I think I live here. Good times. I don't know if my team won the race for that. I'd like to defend. I think that their team's... I might die for this, actually. Root here. I think Stitches dies. But they're going to win the race, because we're going to kill the Stitches instead. The Zarmog ends up 900 IQing us there. Just trying to get my quest done here, maybe. I got a good permanent slow here. Oh, Vol messed up. Make sure you turn off your E too. So now we have the range on root. So this is, again, why we take root range, or we take the root at 1. It gives us an easier engage for our team because we have the range. Also allows us to have lower CD, right? And then at 13, if people follow up on it, you take the armor reduction. Really powerful. One talent that I think is like 90% of the time you take, Icebound Fortitude. There are some games where you don't need it, but even just the 25 armor a lot of the time, it will save you. Or, it reduces all slows, roots, stuns, everything. So, let's say that they have a thunderclap on you that, that slow would typically get you killed. In this case, you would cleanse it off of you. So there are effects that it stops even when they have very, very to little no CC, right? That it will help outside of the fact that, you know, it does just make you tankier. Like there, I tanked that tower. He's no jump. Oh. There's some good quest stacks. We're almost quested. We're doing okay on our E as well. We got a lot of E. We can look for the Murden, maybe. There you go. There's the range. Super, super powerful, the root range as the solo tank position, in my opinion. Just because the distance at which you can engage for your team. And this becomes even more powerful when you finish the quest, because then you can just root through, and the root hits no matter what, right? So you could sometimes catch roots on like multiple targets. There's a death coil, right? I death coiled aggressively there. You can root to peel even. I think we can kill this guy. Oh, Rainer started tanking. I was trying to tank for him there. Alright, so now we're done. So if you guys don't know, with the root quest, when you finish it, it roots everything that casts through your... How did the Stitches just kill Matthew? Interesting. It roots everything through your W. So if, you know, there's someone standing in melee range of me here, and I W here, it'll root them, even though the W doesn't land on them. So you see now that the quest is done, I'll still aim it, but a lot of the times I'll root through. And that's what I mean by that. Like here, you see, I root through. I know that that's going to hit. There's another example of rooting through. Instead of trying to skill shot land it, just cast it so it makes sure it goes through the enemy. There's another example of that. So here I'm going to hit my Harden and just run her down. You want to cook a full move speed slow, and then pretty much at this point, in most cases she dies. Unlucky for me, my team is chasing the Stitches instead of the Vala. I thought they were going to do that. And yeah, Zormog is super effective this game using that Stitches body. If I had hit level 10, I definitely live there. But Zarmog has been 500 IQ about his body and using his fat to win his team the game. This is a do not. Repeat, do not warning, do not warning. I need to get an edit sound. Do not warning. There it is. Do not do the hard camp when you're level 10 to 9 and you already have the 50 on BOE and the other team's just going to casually get level 10, and then you're going to have to do a 10v10 fight like we're about to have to do right now. Yes, we're going to win this probably, but it is definitely not the play. That was much closer than it needed to be. We could have gotten the objective without having to hit our ultimates there, and we would have been chilling. But McIntyre, look, the hard camp is getting value bottom. I don't care. This objective gets value. Another cool... A do. When you're pushing like this, tap your well. You're going to be aggressive. Use that health now. I know that I have a tapped well going, right? So I can absorb some damage. I can be aggressive. See? That well is tapped, so it's pumping me with heals. I can use that to my advantage. Oh, very close. There's another example of rooting through. I might have to harden shield here. Just gonna hit my harden shield. Now we can just perma-slow. Just look for the perma-slow on Zermog. There's a root through. This ball is AFK clicking me. Hopefully my team starts hitting this Stitches. Nice. Finished my 4 quests, so now my slow lingers even more. I might be able to hit this root. Go, Orphea! Ah. That's a good example of the root range, though. Just getting super value. Here we go, look. Ooh. Close. We just need to leave. I can hit my hardened shield if I need to eat the Murr Sun. The Rainer got solo killed by Greymane. He's very low. He probably dies here. He could try to go left, but I think he's just gonna get last righted. I want to say last rights is enough. He's not even gonna have to last rights. Good. All right, so I want to try to build up some of my mana too. Just not use anything. Get a globe. Use my passive. So here's a good example now of there are several choices. In my opinion, if your team is not really following up on your roots, I don't like Shattered Armor. I usually go Biting Cold. This is like an offlane thing though. You know, if you're playing offlane Stitches, that way, or not offlane Stitches, offlane Arthas, you're doing like more sustained damage in a team fight. But I think in this case, since I'm the engage, since I'm the tank, since I'm, you know, the lead CC, the armor I think is just a bit better here. Again, I am the lead CC, so I'm the person that is going to open the fights, and most of those fights are going to be open with a root. For that reason, just knocking the armor off that is pretty effective if the Orphea and stuff follows up on that, right? This guy's going to get chunked. There's a root right there. There's the armor debuff. Look at that. That Mark helped us, I think, push through the damage. Maybe we can catch his Greymane too if he was lazy. I want that globe. Thank you. You can still look. A lot of the times is Arthas, especially. Like, your engage is just anchoring a bush. I'm going to hit Arden here. Oh, he didn't stun. Weird. It's like anchoring a bush and waiting for the enemy to make a mistake. So, like, if I just stand here. I can hit root on that. I got Permasol here as well. Okay. He's got jump pretty soon, but I think we're going to be able to take him down. Nice. So yeah, so just anchoring brushes is really effective as Arthas. So if I just stand here, I'll let the other team make the mistake, right? Can peek this. Oh, good hook. To be honest, he has Gorge. Or no, he doesn't. Okay, oof. I was gonna say, I thought he had Gorge there for a second. I was like, this is not it. We can still get hooked in a Haymaker, but Murr is also dead. So just applying the pressure and being like, you know, what are you going to do about it? They have this. This is what they can do about me. But like, here you go. Look. Nice and tucked away. He might look to hook me. I'm just going to... I get 7th here. Oh, root after. Just spamming my heal. My team played that really well. Probably get a root through. Look at that. Double root. Ooh, you love to see that. So it's 16. This game, either Embrace Death or Remorseless Winner. I'm not really getting super ease off, so I would probably take Embrace Death here just for the bigger heal on myself. I think that is going to be GG, though. You can look for a root. I got the root again. Seeing all that follow-up on top of the root every time. Yeah, really, really fortunate that my team stepped into that 7. That's a do. That's a do. If you are playing with an Arthas and the other team's taking 7, step in. Step in for him. Like, just that little bit of step in that my team did there was enough to save me. So, a huge play that's unnoted. And that is something that I think I don't see a lot of players do. And it's very frustrating, especially as an Arthas player. It's very frustrating. But that's going to be the Arthas gameplay. This is the final build. We could talk a little bit more about different builds. So again, you can go Death Coil at 4 and 7 with Death Coil at 16. That's more of a poke build. If the other team has like just literally no CCs that you need to be worried about, or they're not focusing you, okay, then I think going that build is fine. Level 1, you can take the sword talent if you're, not the lead engage. If you're playing the offlane, I think the sword talent's pretty good. It's not too bad, too, if you pair it with a 13. But for me, main tank Arthas, it's just these two talents together just win games. They get kills, they win games. Even as offlane, a lot of the times I feel like I carry my team just through roots. Another cool thing about the root, too, is you can do it from fog. You can do it out of vision, right? it can be from over a wall. Once you finish the quest at 1, your range is so high, you can do it out of fog. So a lot of the time, if your team is providing you some sort of vision, they won't see it coming, and then they'll get hit by the root. The armor is reduced, everything, right? Never take Syndragosa. That's a do not. That's a do not for me, guys. Do not. I repeat, do not. Do not. Do not take Syndragosa. Do not wait to army after you're dead. Army when you start taking damage. Army when you know you're threatened. Army when you're going to dive. Army when you're getting a kill. Army when the fight's going to last longer than 15 seconds, right? If the other team's retreating, don't army. If the other team's diving you, army. You need to hit it quick. The faster you hit it, the more ghouls you get to eat, the more value you'll get, right? Even if you know you're getting engaged on and you just took 5 health and you hit your ghouls and you eat 1 ghoul at 5 health, you've healed that 5 health, right? You've already started to generate value from eating the ghouls. I see a lot of Arthases wait until they're like 20% and then they're like, okay, I guess I'm going to army now, right? And then they army super late. The other thing is you can self-cast Death Coil on yourself. Left Alt plus Q Death Coils yourself. Self-cast for any spell in the game, but that's a quick way to instantly heal yourself. That's why I typically hold Death Coil to heal myself if I'm going to use it outside of not using it at all, right? It's either Death Coil to kill something or Death Coil as a last-second heal for myself. So really don't want to be using your mana because he is a character that is starved for mana a lot of the time, and the last thing you want to do is be in a team fight and not be able to cast your army. Outside of that, some do's. Look for the flanks. Anchor. A lot of anchoring. Anchor. And create opportunity. Trust your healers, right? I think you know that bottom fight where I stepped in, I was getting hit by all 3 of their team, but I knew if I stepped in that the healer would heal me, the medic healed me, we were able to get kills, right? Trust your healer in some cases. Their top lane I got engaged on, but I was playing so aggressive that they continued to try to kill me, and in doing so they overextended. I was able to hit a 2-man root and we won the game, right? You have to trust your heals, you have to trust your team as tank player a lot of the time, and look for the opportunity. We got the pick on the Vala, right? I was anchored in the bush on the rotation. When she rotated, I rooted her. I got the slow. We killed her. So those are the things you want to look for with Arthas. Flanks, rotations, anchors. You're not a tank that is looking to engage from the front. You're not Diablo where you charge in and blow everything, right? You're a tank that's waiting for them to either misplay or you're looking for picks off of your root. That's literally it, right? But that's going to be it for this Arthas video. I hope you guys learned a little bit. Remember to get that slow permanent on them before you start hitting them. Let your E get a full E duration before you start to auto attack. The permanent slow essentially means they're dead in most cases, as they can't go anywhere once it's on them. If you get the full 40, they're done for. You can even guarantee yourself a root in most cases if you can get your E on them, but you don't have to root until after the fact, right? In this case, the Murden in most cases is going to jump away when he's low. I would try to root him before he jumped, right? I'm trying to anticipate his jump away, or I'm going to look to slow him so that when he jumps, he's slowed and I can catch the root from there, right? And the last thing, Fortitude, just Fortitude the same way you would army. Use your Fortitude when you think you're in trouble. Regardless, I'd rather you use the cooldown than not and die. If you can Fortitude a Murden stun, in most cases, maybe their team's going to try to one-shot off the stun. You survive that instead of having the stun hit you and then hitting Fortitude and dying because they've now lined up all their skill shots. So that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to throw a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can always check me out on Twitch and Twitter. That'll be in the description, as well as at heroeshearth.com, where you can find my builds and tier list. That's going to be it. Again, thank you guys all so much. And until the next time, I'll see you then. Cheers.